అదే కన్ఫ్యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం.
Jiva, good morning. Ready? Jiva, good morning.
बिल्कुल कहाँ चली गई, उसको तो शिवा का नंबर है, तो स्टार्ट करें सर।
मोने कल एक ही जना है लगता है। नहीं बाबा पूनम मैम को शक्ल देखकर क्या करती है वो। कड़ा में पूनम को दिखाता
Tanya, put off the mic. Good morning. Good morning to all of you. Please put off your mic. We'll be starting the session within 5 minutes. Please put off your mic. Yeah, dear students, a very good morning to all of you. Am I audible?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes,
Good morning.
sir.
Okay, okay.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Today is the fourth one-day workshop on capacity building and personality development program for health students. अभी तक हम लोग 3 प्रोग्राम ऑर्गेनाइज कर चुका है डिफरेंट group of students का different resource persons. So this is the last one-day program. The objective of the program, after the program, you will be able to appear for the interview, campus interview, group discussion. So the main aim or purpose of this program to make and enable you to appear for interview, campus recruitment, and all those things. One thing. Second thing, many of us having a vast of experience. Yes, Anusi Mandal. Yeah. Second thing, there are 3 sessions. The first session, personal and capacity building, followed by second session. Yeah, I think our speaker has joined. Okay, hearty welcome to. This is your maiden online visit to our college. Ma'am, let's start.
Good morning. On behalf of JNRM, Port Blair, in collaboration with National Commission for Women, NCW, myself, Poonam Ajay Singh, cordially welcome the esteemed speakers, colleagues, students in the workshop of capacity building and personality development for UG and PG female students. But before I begin the session, I would like to throw some light on NCW, which is the National Commission for Women, which was set up as a statutory body in January 1992 under the National Commission for Women Act 1990. The National Commission for Women, acting as a constitutional commission in the field of protection and promotion of women's rights, NCW has adopted multi-pronged strategy to tackle these problems, like assisting women in readdressal for their grievances, investigate and examine all matters relating to their safeguards, take up cases for violation of the provision of the Constitution and other laws. Even the various cells are commissioned under NCW, that is complaints and counseling cell, legal cell, public relations cell, RTI cell. Now, the session will begin with 3 technical sessions. First session and the second session will be headed by our respective speaker, Ms. Sri Chandana CS. The first session will be on personality capacity building. Before I hand over the session to respective ma'am, I would like to say a few words about her achievement. She is a research scholar from the Department of Home Science, University of Kerala. Ma'am has also postgraduated in extension education from Avinash Lingam. Ma'am is also working as an executive member of NGO, namely Canal Innovation and ESAKI, that is Enabling Social Action Through Knowledge and Innovation. Now I welcome ma'am to start the session. Welcome ma'am once again from our side, and the session is over you, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, we can start. Okay, sir.
Hello, is it audible now?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your warm welcome.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
sir, can I share this screen, sir?
Sorry, ma'am.
Can I share the screen?
Of course, ma'am, you can.
Okay. Thank you. My screen is visible?
Yeah, visible. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much. So, good morning, one and all present over here. Actually, I'm very much excited in meeting to you and in interacting with you all. And thank you for inviting me and having me on this session. I guess this is a induction program for the students. I'm really sorry because of some technical issues. I couldn't join on earlier time. So I guess this is an induction program for students for the personal capacity building and also for their professional and career building and their overall development and purpose. So while talking about the personal capacity building, to be honest, it is very important. And in this technologically advanced era, and also we are living in a competitive world. So there a lot of opportunities as well as gaps are there. So many things are pulling us back from achieving too many things. So what we need is to build our capacity, to find our strength. So that your institution is arranging some kind of programs like this for finding out what's inside you. How can we build this capacity? So I really appreciate the institution for having such a session for the students. So let me start with my session. So you will be wondering what is this, but we all are working for success. We all are looking for success. Let me start with a story for you all.
Ma'am, sorry for interruption. I think your second slide is not moving. Can you enlarge it?
It's not moving.
That's in the first slide only.
Okay.
PPT mode. Yeah, you can use the PPT mode.
Now it is moving, sir?
Moving on, but if, can you opt for PPT mode?
So when I go for the slideshow and the enlarged screen, the slide is not moving, I guess.
Okay. Please carry on. Okay.
This will be fine now, sir?
Okay, fine. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. So we were talking about success, and I really want to share a story first to everybody. I hope my screen is visible, and you can see two pictures over here. A hen with her chick, and another one is a small eagle. The story is like this. Once there was a small eagle, and it fell down from its nest to a family of hens. And it was very small, so that it thought it is her family, and the hen's family also included her to their family. Like the eagle grown up like a small chicken. So while it was growing up, always this eagle wanted to fly. Whenever it saw something flying up in the sky, it always wanted to fly like that, because it have that inner spark, like I want to fly in the sky. But whenever it will tell the hen, like, mother, I also want to fly like this, mother say like, no, you are a small chicken, you cannot fly, we cannot see dreams like that. So the eagle thought like, okay, it might be true, because the mother is saying. And to the whole life, it ended up like a small chicken or small hen. Like, it thought it cannot never ever fly. So actually, all of us are like eagles. Sometimes we are not able to understand our capacities. We are not realizing what is inside us. That have multiple reasons. Sometimes people around us will tell like, no, you cannot do this. And sometimes we ourselves say that, no, I cannot do this. So actually, this kind of capacity building training and really aims to take out that thought from you. So I really want to say that, first of all, if any one of you are like this eagle, like believing what others say, like you cannot do this, or you are limited to certain limitations, if you believe like that, first of all, you take that thought from yourself, from your mind, and throw it away. So that is the first thing I just want to tell to you. So I think we will also realize that we are eagles, which we can fly high in the sky, breaking all the challenges. So what will come, like what we have to do for success? So I just want to show you something. I hope my screen is visible. So you can see here a success triangle. So you can see that in the triangle, in the middle, it is written as happiness, and there is knowledge, skill, and attitude as counterparts of it. I just want to tell you that for a success, there is one called eligibility for success. Like, everybody cannot be a successful person, but you can be a successful person if you have happiness inside you. So we can say that eligibility for success is happiness. you cannot say you are success if you are not happy. So for achieving that happiness, what we can do is acquire knowledge, acquire skill, and build up a positive attitude. And how can we acquire knowledge? Like, is it like just reading up or mugging up things from books? Or is it like attending classes, lectures, or something? Actually, what does knowledge really mean? In my opinion, it is avoiding ignorance. It is coming out ignorance. Let me tell you a story. Like once a small girl was living in a seashore. She is from the fisherman community. So they really knows very well about the changes happening in the seashore because they live over there. And once upon a time, she could see that the whole sea was just pulling back, like it was contracting to the backside. So she already knows that it is a symptom of some higher wave coming, or maybe the tsunami or something is coming. So if they are ignoring that fact, they will be in trouble. So knowledge is used for like facing the challenges in the life we everyday face. So that's what knowledge is used for. And I really believe that the entire education process will be complete only if we are able to apply what we learn. So that is one thing you have to keep in your mind. Like if we are learning something, you have to make sure that it is used, we are learning it for using it in our life. Then only we learn it by heart. Like by heart means not mugging up, learning by heart. So that is the one thing we have to really give importance. The second thing is acquiring skills. Skills are like innate skills and acquiring skills we have. Innate skills and abilities are there, like maybe we will be very enthusiastic and very interested in singing, dancing, that kind of things, maybe writing. That kind of innate abilities and things will be there, but also most of the skills are acquired. We will be acquiring a lot of skills during our entire lifetime. And also, even if we have a good skill, knowledge, if we are having a negative attitude towards the life, that will be like a hell. Like with like not using the skills and knowledge in a proper way, then we cannot achieve any success. So this is a basic thing that we have to keep in our mind. There is a success triangle. The eligibility for success is happiness. Like we have to do whatever makes us happy. We should not force ourselves into doing something which we don't like. Then if we are happy, then we have to acquire knowledge and we have to acquire skills, and also we have to develop a positive attitude always. So that's what I just want to give you as an introduction. And so our session is about how to increase or how to develop our personality, our personal capacity and all. So while we come and talk about success or maybe our personal capacity, abilities, or achieving something, we will be having two things. Some factors which pull us backwards, and there are so many other factors which push us. We have to find out which factor is pulling, and we have to work on that, and we have to find out which factors are pushing us to do more, and we have to focus on that. So let me just introduce the pulling factors. So these are some of the pulling factors. Like there are many, but these are some important pulling factors. First of all, I just want to say lack of goal. Like normally we will just get out from house to go somewhere. You just imagine today morning I am calling one of you and saying like you just come or you just go. I'm saying like you just go somewhere. You will be too much confused like what she has said to me. She called me and said you just go. To where? by what means I have to go, at what time I have to reach. So we will be in confusion, we will be in chaos. So if we are not having a goal in life, the same thing will happen. We don't know what to do. We don't know at what pace I have to towards what I have to work. The same thing will be, what to say, will be haunting us, like what I will do in my life. So having a proper goal is very, very, very important. And also, this goal has to be like your goal. It should not be your parents' goal. It should not be your friend's goal. Oh, my best friend is having this goal, so I also take this as my goal. It should not be done like that. So you should be having a goal based on your interest, your skills, your experiences, and you just have to work towards that goal. So that is very important. And if you are not having a goal, you will be pulled backward. Maybe too many people around you will be going upward. Too many people around you will be having happiness in their life, and you will be in a confused state if you are not having a goal. So that is very important. And if you have a goal, if you have set a goal, then working towards this is very important. Just not having, like, just by having a I have a goal, or maybe I have a wish, I have to go to Kashmir, and if I am not working for that, the goal is just a dream. D. Ramita raised the hand. Ma'am, anything to ask? Or is it by mistake? Somebody has something to ask, or is it by mistake? Sir, can I continue?
It was a mistake, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so I was saying, like, there will be, if we are having a goal and if we are not working towards that, it will be just remain as a dream. So for working towards the goal, time management is very important. If we are not working, I don't know how many of you have heard the term procrastination. Have you heard the term procrastination? Can you say it in the chat box? Please use the chat box so that I can see you people. Yes, Sanjana, Nivedita. Thank you so much for responding. Manorama, thank you. And have you heard about postponing things? Yes. So can anyone unmute and say, what is the difference between procrastination and postponing? What is coming in your mind? Why is that same thing, or is that different thing? If it is different, how it is different? Anyone can just give me a small idea, or even if you're not sure, you can say that, ma'am, I'm not sure, but I think will be like this.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
So good morning to one and
Good
all.
morning.
Myself Nivedita from JNRM college. And ma'am, as you said that the difference between procrastination and postponing is somewhat similar, but not in complete way. As procrastination means that willingly when you decide to postpone a thing for the next day or day after tomorrow, so such thing can be said or can be considered under the procrastination. And postponing means that when it happens to be postponed by someone else or by the situation. So these things I consider to be as procrastination and postponing, ma'am.
Exactly, Nivedita. Very good, very good. Very clearly she have explained. Thank you so much. And actually, what she has said is very right. Like, there are, like, procrastination and postponing is like two similar things but different. Procrastination, I can say that when you have, for example, you are planning to write one assignment. So that's what I think students can relate too much because of the assignments, the project works or something like that. You are planning to write one assignment, or you're planning to prepare a PowerPoint presentation, and you're planning to do, you have to submit tomorrow, and you are planning to do it today morning or by today evening or something. You have to do that. You for preparing the PowerPoint presentation, what all you need content, you need a system, you need yourself, and electricity, everything like associated with the technical aspects. So if you are having the content, if you are having the electricity, the gadgets, and yourself available, everything is there, but still you are not doing that, means procrastination. If something is available, like maybe you are not there in home, or maybe the electricity is not there, maybe the gadget is having some problem, because of that thing you are just postponing it, or you just thought of doing it later, that means postpone. And the first thing, that procrastination is the very, very, what to say, enemy in our life. That is the one and only very big enemy which we have to work on. If you have everything with you to do a task, do it now. Otherwise, it will be like, what to say, pulling us, it will be like a negative vibration without doing anything, even if we are aware that we have to do, but we are not doing. So Nivedita also explained the same thing, and thank you, Nivedita. So that is what procrastination and postponing means. So in time management issues, the greatest enemy which we always face is this procrastination. We will be having everything around us, but still we will be like, I will do it later. There is much time in the last minute also. So we will be doing that. If you really want success, if you really want to achieve your goal, first thing you have to work on is to stop procrastination. And the other thing is stress management. The half of the stress will be solved if you are not procrastinating. Like if you are doing it in proper time, if you are getting proper time to manage everything, last minute problems will be avoidable, and we will not be in stress anymore. So it is like interconnected. If you have a goal, you have to work on it. We have to work on without procrastination. And if we are not having any procrastination issues, stress management will be easy. But there will be still some other things which will contribute to our stress. So, but still, because of this procrastination, that stress will be avoided. And very important is our mental health. And social media influence also comes in the time management issue, but still I have put it over here as a separate point, because nowadays we really live in social media. Like everybody is interconnected, but we are disconnected. So we are connected through networks, and we are disconnected with our minds. So social media influence is also a very bad thing. Like there are two kinds of influences. There are positive influence and there is negative influence. So we have to work on how social media can influence us positively. There are a million opportunities. There is like kind of infinite opportunities, infinite things we can get from social media, infinite ideas, knowledge, everything is over there. You all are living in a digital era. So here it's inevitable to avoid social media or social platforms. We have to use it, but we have to use it in a manner which can contribute or add value to our life. Otherwise, it's like, I don't know how many of you have seen this movie, Social Dilemma, which was released in 2020, I guess. If you haven't watched it, just spare some time to watch it. You will understand that, too many things are like we will receive Facebook, Instagram, that kind of applications for free. Why they have to give us that app for free to the entire global community? Why they have to give? What is the use in giving that application for free? We don't have to pay anything for downloading applications like Instagram, social media, like WhatsApp, or yeah, Facebook or anything, or Twitter or something like that. Why they have to give us for free? So of course they are not like thinking of our benefit or something like that. If we are getting a service for free, you have to understand this thing as you are the product over there. Actually, your time and your attention is what they seek for. And if we are giving that 100% to them just for their marketing and all, then actually we are being used. Actually, we have to use social media for our value addition, our prosperity, and our development. We should not let us to be a used item for them. So that also you have to make sure you are understanding that point. And also physical health. Physical health and mental health is very important. Whatever you are having, if you are not having these two properly with you, you cannot be achieving success. So these are the pulling factors. So actually the pushing factors are just the proper goal setting, effective time management, effective stress management, and mental health, proper mental health, and social media influence in a positive manner, and good physical health. So these two factors you have to make. These are the basic things. So you have to identify these things over in your life, how it is going in my life. And please don't think that these many days I have wasted, or these many days I have been not doing anything. So from here onwards, I cannot do anything. Please don't think that. You can change from this moment if you want. You can achieve everything you want if you are working from this moment of your life also. So don't think like I have wasted a lot of time, so anymore I cannot do, or anymore I cannot achieve anything. So that is also one thing you have to keep in your mind. So we were talking about too many things in general. So in this particular time period, one of the effective skills actually we need to have is communication. It's really important. So today I will be just focusing a little bit more on the communication skills because it's very important, and also that is what keeping us every day connected. Also the communication technology, the communication skills, and I think there are some skills already listed out as 21st century skills. Like before 21st century, it was in a different mode. But after 21st century, all the digitalization came up, all the technological advancement came up. So the skills we need also changed. So among that skills, communication has a very important part. So can anyone say when does the communication process will be complete? And I just want to hear from your side, like what is communication and when it will be like completed. I don't want to hear like technological terms or something like that. In a very simple language, how can we say to a fifth standard student, if you are explaining what is communication, when it is completed, how will you explain? A very simple thing. Anyone can unmute and say. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Am I
ma'am.
audible? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I am waiting for someone to open up. Other than Nivedita. Just open up what is coming in your mind. Just, or else I will call your name or what. That will be fun. Anyone want to unmute or can I call someone's name?
ma'am, actually, I'm willing to say about it.
Yeah.
Come-
Can you tell your name?
Yes, ma'am, myself Nivedita.
You are again. Okay, Nivedita.
Yes, ma'am. Just to the thing which I understand that that thing only I'm gonna share with you all. As
Yeah.
communication is very simply, it's a message which which is being sent by a sender and received by a receiver. So uh, it can be also be understand thing like um, the thing means a sender when he or she is conveying his message, and as a receiver, the thing which he or she is receiving, the amount of message which is being conveyed and being understand can be said as a communication.
Thank you, Nivedita. And I just want to know, like, when this process is completed, when we can say that, okay, there occurred a communication occurred, like communication process has been happened over here. That situation, do we have any idea?
Ma'am, when a thought comes in a mind at that moment only, and when it needed to be shared, at that time it can be started or it can be initiated. So
Yeah, it can be initiated. When it will end?
and at the time when the receiver accept it in a correct way or understand it, at that moment it may end. And it totally depends upon the receiver that how much or how he will be taking it as a point or message. So it depends upon.
Okay, Nivedita, thank you so much. Actually, I just want, I'm really, I just want to hear someone else also. Please don't think like I am asking some questions. I just want you to voluntarily help me to demonstrate. Okay. I am calling Neha Kujur. Can you please unmute? And also, can you, if possible, can you turn on your video also? Neha Kujur. I don't know whether it's a student only, no? Neha, are you there?
Yes, miss.
Okay, Neha. I just want you to ask me something, okay? And you just have to tell me here whether the communication has been completed or not. You should not don't ask me anything. You just tell me something. Might be like you just tell me you are studying in what class, what is your interest, like that. Small about yourself, small part about yourself. I can hear beautiful music from Neha's home. It's okay, Neha. Can you ask me or can you tell me about yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah, tell me.
Myself, Neha Kujur. I'm from Dairy Farm and I'm studying in JNRM College, in third year, Home Science. And
What happened, Neha? What happened, Neha? Is it audible? Okay, I got some technical issue happening, or is it Neha, are you there? Okay. Anyway, um, okay. Anyway, I just want to demonstrate one thing here because this is online. I really want to see everybody. It's very hard. For the first time, I am interacting with you all, and without seeing you people, just talking to my own screen is very weird thing. And that's why I really wanted to interact with you people. I thought of sharing one thing. Okay, you just I think Nivedita.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Nivedita, can you ask me something?
Um, Ma'am, like, can you please tell me on what basis should I ask you a question?
Anything. Whatever coming to your mind.
Um, Ma'am, please introduce yourself in a very simple manner. Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Nivedita. For a while, you thought like, what happened? No. So this
Yes,
is why communication is very important. Communication, more than communication, feedback is important. If I was nodding for whatever Nivedita was saying, she will be okay. Oh, okay, what I am saying, the receiver is understanding. That thing you will be able to understand. The same thing happened here also. When Nivedita asked me, I was hearing everything. I was understanding what she was asking, but still I was not responding in a proper manner. So the communication process will be completely ended up when the messenger, like Nivedita, understand that I understood what she said. Here it was a broken communication. Nivedita was in confusion whether she is hearing me or not, whether ma'am is hearing me or what, whether she is understanding my question or what. She was in a confused state, even though I understood what it was. So we can say that the entire communication process will end up when the messenger, here in the case Nivedita, understand that the receiver understood what she has said in the correct manner. So this is the basic of communication. And nowadays communication is very, very important, very, very, very important. I think above all the skills, I think communication tops it first. And there are different types of communication. Like maybe you will be heard this. Intrapersonal communication is there. Interpersonal communication is there. Group communication is there. Public communication is there. Mass communication is there. I will just very briefly introduce what everything is because I think our time is also running up. Okay. So first thing is intrapersonal communication. So what is intrapersonal communication and why we have to work on that? It's very important. We will think like it's our intra means I think you can understand it from the word itself, intra, into us, intrapersonal, within us, the communication within us. We always want to say talk to ourselves. I think we will be talking to ourselves more than we are talking to anybody else. Every day we are with us. The only person lifelong will be a companion to you is yourself. So we will be talking too many things in our head. So that is what intrapersonal communication is. And we have to make sure that we are having a positive relationship between us. We have to have a positive relationship between me and me, you and you, because that is very important. I guess you have heard what you think will be what you become. If you are thinking too many you are with too many negative thoughts, your actions will be also influenced with that negative thought. So intrapersonal communication and keeping it in a positive way, keeping it in an optimistic way is very important. So that is what intrapersonal communication is. Every day you have to get up early and you have to say that, yes, today I am going to do something new. This day I will be doing something new. That kind of energy and spirit you should impart in yourself. So intrapersonal communication is what we talk or think in our head or what we tell to ourselves, that communication. So the second thing is interpersonal communication between two people who mutually influence one another. And I think maybe we are also engaged in interpersonal communication every day through our phones, maybe through in real, also in family, with friends, with strangers sometimes. So interpersonal communication skills are also getting too many importance nowadays, because communication is becoming a key factor to influence people. Nowadays, influencing people is a very important thing, because to make desirable changes, communication and behavioral changing patterns are very important, and interpersonal communication plays a very important role in that. So that is what interpersonal communication is. There are other communication like group communication, which you always do with your friends. Communication among three or more people interacting to achieve a shared goal. These are like a shared goal, all kind of things comes in a professional setup. Okay, while we are telling it in a professional manner, it will be like group communication is a communication when people are interacting to achieve a shared goal. This is in a professional setup. Otherwise, we are every day doing a group communication. But while we are talking about communication as a skill, group communication needs to be there with a goal or in our mind. So the other thing is public communication. Public communication is, you can say, like it is a center focused communication system, and it will be like one person or one group of people will be telling or conveying something to a big number of audience in order to make intentional changes in their mind, or maybe conveying a particular message or specific idea to the group. The same thing is also called the mass communication. This public communication becomes mass communication when it is transmitted through print or electronic media, as through television, maybe to newspapers or to social media platforms. When it is transmitted through that kind of situation, it becomes a mass communication. So these are the different types of communication techniques. And actually, we need all these communication techniques in different setups. These all different communication techniques will be needed with different skills. Intrapersonal communication need a different skill. Interpersonal communication need a very different skill. Mass communication need a different skill. Everything need a different skill. And altogetherly, when we tell it up like communication skills, what we really need to work on it is written and oral communication skills are there. Presentation skills are there. Active listening is also very important in communication. Non-verbal communication is there. Feedback, and we have to give respect whenever we are in a particular communication process. We need confidence, clarity, honesty, and friendliness. Like just while we tell about these things, written and oral communication is very important, because it's a communication pattern which can influence too many people. And also, you are all in a now you people are a student. Like very soon you will be actively looking for your job opportunities. That time your written and oral communication skills is what going to help you. In the next session, I will be focusing more in this career development skills and all like that. There you can see this written and oral communication skill is what is going to really help you. And how can we build up this? By gaining more vocabulary, by understanding or learning languages, by constantly working on our writing pattern, which is the best pattern, that kind of thing. And oral communication skills also. Both this written and oral communication skills can be developed through only practice. You cannot just go and have a 2 days workshop or 2 days course and you can be saying that I have developed my writing skills and oral communication skills. It can be only developed by practice. So now you are at the right time for the practice. If you are trying, like every day, if you're working 2 hours for developing your skills, at the end of your course, you will be very different person from the person you have started the course. If you are a UG student, you start today. From today, you just start doing something for developing your skills. Maybe that can be writing diaries, writing your ideas, and maybe talking about some particular topics within your friend circle. You can do some kind of value addition programs or steps by yourself. So that will really gonna help you. And then the presentation. Presentation is also very important, very, very important. Because nowadays, not only perceiving idea, communicating that idea to someone else in a right manner is also very important. Because too many opportunity will be slipped away from our hand if we are not having good presentation skill, if we are not able to make the other person understand what our need is. So the presentation skills are also very, very important. And the other thing, active listening. Active listening is also very important because sometimes we will be listening, but we will not be actively listening. Without active listening, the thing is just a noise. You can you people are being in your home, maybe you are in your hostel, maybe you people are in your institution, wherever. You will be hearing a lot of things around, but to what you are listening is different. So your listening is very important. You have to actively listen to what you want. The other things which you are hearing is just a noise. So active listening is very important. And also in interpersonal communication or any group communication, don't listen to give a reply. Listen to understand. Then after understanding, just process in your head and then give reply. Sometimes what we do is we will be just listening to them to okay, now they will finish talking and after that I can reply. For that sake, don't listen. Always listen for understanding, and after that process in your head, then think about a best reply and then you just give your reply. So active listening is very important. Then there are non-verbal communication that you know that we will always do without verbal things, sign language or maybe gestures, our facial expressions, everything comes under non-verbal communication. That is also very important. Our facial expressions, our gestures, everything is very important. And in a professional setup, also these gestures, our non-verbal communication things is playing an important role for making us attractive and feasible for maybe the employer or maybe a group of experts to select as a employee of them or maybe a student of them or anywhere. And then there is feedback. Feedback is also important. You have to give active feedback to when you are under a communication process. Make sure that because of you, it should not be like incomplete. Here you can see like now just Nivedita was there. Actually, I understood what she was asking. She asked me, ma'am, can you please explain about yourself in a very simple manner? I understood that. But because of my, because I was not giving any feedback or not giving any signs that I understood that communication was like broken. Nivedita didn't understood that I understood what she has said. So because of your problem or your lack of feedback, you should not ruin the communication process. So give active feedback and also make sure that you are giving a sincere feedback and respect whoever is talking to you. Give a respect. Then confidence. What if you are not knowing something also, like be confident enough to say that I didn't understood that. That also shows your confidence. And clarity is very important. Like just using too many words and too many jargons or too many complicated words is not for good communication. You have to use crisp and clear minimal words for maximum output. That's what clarity means. And honesty and friendliness. These are all the communication skills you have to develop on to get into a better position than now. So that is the important communication skills we have to work on. And also, I really just want to know if anyone have anything to ask to me till now, like if you didn't understood, or if you have to say that, ma'am, can you explain about this more or something like that, you can just ask me now so that I can move on to the next. Do you have anything to ask? Is there something in the chat box happening? Either you can unmute and you can ask, or you can type it in the chat box. Use the chat box also. Anything need more clarity or further explanation, or you need to know about something else? Anything you can ask. If you don't have anything to ask, you can say that also. I don't have anything to ask. This silence is very weird. The communication is broken. Samson has asked, like, ma'am, can you just give a brief knowledge how to stop being an introvert? Because my communication skill is very poor. Shevlin Sampson, we are, thank you for asking. And being an introvert is not a very bad thing. But sometimes in the socializing skills, we will be like isolated because we are an introvert. I think we cannot do anything. Any simple technique is not, any shortcut is not there. Like from today I am an introvert, I will do this, and tomorrow I will become an extrovert. There is nothing like that. You have to work on all these communication skills slowly. First, maybe you will be really feeling weird, or you are feeling awkward to talk between even in a group communication. What you have to do is you take that opportunity. For example, today I just asked, like if anyone can explain what is communication, or anyone can voluntarily come and just talk to me or ask me something. You could have used that opportunity, because no one is going to judge you or for asking something to me. No, like I am not asking to you to explain anything. I'm just calling you to ask me something. So there are a lot of questions, millions and millions of questions. You could have used that opportunity. No, so make sure that you are not losing any opportunity for expressing yourself. Now you have used this opportunity. I really appreciate you. You have opened up now. Actually, you are working on and you have started already. You have started working on stopping being an introvert. So keep on working like this. You just open up. You just ask. You just take all the opportunities you are getting for getting more or for developing more communication skills, and you just talk. Just talk And also before talking, you just work on, you just have a homework. I think you will be having seminars and presentations in college and all like that now. So everywhere you just find out, okay, yeah, the next question is coming. Okay, Nivedita, I will come on to you. So you just take all the opportunity when you are getting that, because opportunities will never ever wait for anyone. And also you have to understand one thing. India, or maybe not only India, everywhere people are being too much competitive, and also everybody has a everybody is living in a age of information. We are getting too much information from everywhere. We have to find out what we have to choose, what we have to select, what we have to take for our development. And some people are really working on that side. Use all the resources around you. Maybe it will be your teachers, maybe your friends, maybe this online media, everywhere. You just take what you have to take for developing yourself. Because too many people are doing that. If we are not doing that, we are what to say, we are slipping off from that opportunity. So make sure that you use all the opportunities. That is how you can stop being an introvert. Use all the opportunities, and the changes will come, and you can see the changes. And Nivedita asked, ma'am, most often I get nervous when expressing myself in front of others, and due to it, my words get confused. So what should I do for it, ma'am? Please share something for it. Yeah, this thing happens to me also sometimes. I think you can do is while you are alone, and while you are being alone, or maybe you have free time, you just think about different things. You just develop your own opinions, and if possible, you just try to write down. You just try to write down somewhere. So you will be getting a clarity on what it is there in your mind really. So that thing will really help you, because I done it. I truly faced this thing, because sometimes we will be having a lot of ideas in our mind. We will not be able to explain it or express it in the proper way. So when it comes like that, I will do one thing is I will try to write down actually what it is in my mind. That helped me a lot. I think, Nivedita, you can also do that. And also, don't get panic. Just relax, and you just take a time and very calmly approach every situation, because nothing is really worse. Everything has solution. Everything will be okay. Don't get panic or confused on anything. You just really think actually what is the point of sharing this? What will be the why I want to share this? What I really want to share this? Like what I really want to share. So these kind of things, if you are thinking, you will be able to share it without any confusion. Fariza Yusuf. Hi, Fariza. Ma'am, what is a good attitude? That's a tricky question. That is very subjective also, because something which is good to me will not be good for you. But still, what is a good attitude means not hurting others is a good attitude. Our words, our actions, even if it is not going to do something good for others, make sure that your actions or your words are not hurting others. That will be a good attitude. And also, being productive is also a very good attitude. Like, you can be in a group of people, and you can, while you are in a group of people or maybe a group of friends, you can do too many things. The choice is yours. You can gossip. You can just eat junk food, maybe. You can just watch a movie for entertainment. You can study, you can learn, you can discuss about something productive also. You can eat healthy also. Everything is related to our choice. Every time when you make a choice, you just think that, is this going to help me in a good manner? If you are thinking like that, you have a good attitude. So That's what I have to say about good attitude. Nivedita, thank you. Thank you for asking, by the way. Ma'am, how to cope with the situation when nobody is interested in your conversation? Because of this, sometimes we develop inferiority complex and start being introvert. Simi, Sime, I don't know how to pronounce. If I am mispronouncing it, I'm very sorry. Sime Diaz, is it right? Okay. Actually, my dear, this will happen to a lot of people. Like, we will feel like while we are very interestingly sharing something, and people are not really ready to hear us and understand what we are trying to say, even not listening what we are saying, we will feel too much inferior. But it's not your problem. You understand that it's not because you are inferior. Why, to whom you are talking, they are inferior than you. Like, they are not ready to understand your worth. No need to feel inferior. You just find out what to say, like-minded people and people with higher vibration than us. I don't know whether you have heard about this law of vibration. Law of vibration is there. Actually, we will be happy and we will be very comfortable with people with have same vibration, or maybe same like-mindedness or something like that. So make sure that you're sharing your ideas with people who will understand that. So that is one important thing you can do. That's what I can say. And if you're not, no need to be introvert for that. Okay. While these kind of situation arise, you just step back from that place, and first of all, you can convince what is the importance in your point. If they are not ready to understand it, you just leave that place, and it's not your problem, it's their problem. You just convince yourself like that. That's what I can say on that. Thank you, Fariza, for asking. So that's what I can say in any more questions? Already 10 minutes over. I think the time is running.
Second session difficult.
Yeah.
I just add on.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, have you done with the first session, ma'am? Then I can ask the students if they have any queries for this.
Yeah, actually, they were. I asked for that to them. Actually, they were giving me queries, and I was explaining to them now. Actually, I have done with the session. I just want to like tell this only to you, like final words as final words.
Definitely,
Like,
ma'am. Go ahead, ma'am.
yeah. I like what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. This is always the thing I look upon, because always we say no, like past is past, future is future, I have to live in the present. Similarly, actually, I will add on, like, we have to live in the present along with us. Too many people will be talking about self-love, self-care, capacity building, how to build ourselves, everything. But I don't know how many of them are really understanding their or really trying to explain with proper strategies. That is what people really need. Like, it's very easy to say, like, you just go and love yourself, but how to love yourself or how to live within like us is very important. So for that, I can say that the only thing you can do is work on yourself. I think I have heard one famous person saying that you cannot change your future, but you can change your habits, which definitely gonna change your future. So that is what here also happens. You can take actions. you can take daily actions, which will be like for a 10 minutes or for a 5 minutes, you can start with like that. If you are doing that from today onwards or maybe tomorrow onwards, within 2 or 3 years, you can change that change. You can see the change happening within yourself. So that thing you please keep on your mind. And I'm done with my first section. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. As we all say, action speaks better than words. You taught us the way how to love ourselves rather than just saying that love yourself. And I hope our dear students have really been inspired by your speech and they will try to abide by it in their daily life. And ma'am, we can, if you want, we can start with a second session, or you would like to take a break for a few minutes, whatever suits you, ma'am.
Ma'am, I would like to have a 2 minutes break because
Fine, ma'am, we'll wait,
students also will be
and
here.
the moment you join back, then I will introduce the second session to you. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you so much. Ma'am. Ma'am, you're mute. You're mute.
Welcome back, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Now, the second technical session will be on professional career skills. And before I hand over the session to you, ma'am, it's a kind request if we could wrap up around 12, because the third speaker, sir, will be already ready. So without wasting any further time, I would hand over the session to you. And our children are eagerly waiting for it. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Let me share my screen.
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Hope it is visible. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So actually, we were discussing about some personal things, like what we have to do to develop ourselves to fit into the social standards, might be, or for achieving success and all kind of things. Building a good professional and career skill, or developing good professional and career skill, is also an important 21st century skill, because if you are not ready to build upon that, too many people will overtake you. If you are not working on that, other people will overtake you, and your opportunity will be lost. So to have a crisp idea about how to handle this professional and career skill trainings, or maybe how to perceive that, is very important. So I think there are different streams of students over here. Can someone say what kind of students over here, like from what kind of streams you are? Can Nivedita, can you say?
Ma'am, I am from zoology department.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So there are like zoology students, home science students, I have heard, and
Yes, ma'am.
different stream students over here, like both
Ma'am,
UG and
psychology department, ma'am.
psychology.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so there are
Good
different.
morning, ma'am.
Yes.
Myself, Nishandika. I'm from BSc Botany, JNRM.
Okay. So botany, zoology, home science, psychology, English is there. Can you put in the chat box? BSc plant science. Very good. Okay. So now I can understand. I was really like thinking like, is it like any one stream, or there are many streams? Now I understood, like there are many streams of students over here. So anywhere, whatever stream we have chosen, building a career based on that is like optional. Sometimes we want choose a career which really belongs or really depend on like which we have already studied. Sometimes we really go ahead with what we study. So it depends upon our life choices. So recently I have seen a post in LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional social media platform, I must say. I saw a post, and which it was really what to say, inspiring me. This was the post I have seen. Like recently, this was how people were like measuring the success. Like, what is this? How much salary you are getting? What is the job title? If you are having a good job title, and if you are having a good salary, that means you are a successful person. But nowadays, actually, it is not the measure of the success. It is not the better measure of the success. Having job title and salary does not make us happy. We need proper kind of free time. We need liking our job. We have to like our job, what we do. We should have good physical health and good mental health. Then only we can say that we are being successful. Having a higher job title, having a millions as salary, and having bad mental health and physical health is like being in hell. And having a great amount of salary, and if you are not liking what you are doing, is like again a hell. So I think this is what first you have to understand before just getting into this proper session. So too many times we have heard this kind of words like job, career, job training, career training, professional and career training, like that. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
हाँ सर मैं बोलिए मैडम एक मिनट
Oh, sorry, I someone was on unmute. I thought someone was asking anything. Okay, thank you, sir. Nothing. Okay. So I request everyone to check whether your mic is on mute mode. If not, you please mute yourself. Or if you have any to ask, you can say that, okay, I have something to ask. Okay. So I was saying there are 3 different words we every day hear, like job, career, profession, that kind of thing. So these 3 are not same. First of all, before getting into professional and career skills or knowing about that, we need to know what is career, what is profession, and what is job. So I think we have this time constraint also. I will be just moving up a little bit faster mode. If you are not able to follow, please put it in the chat box that, ma'am, it's very fast, please slow down or something like that. You can just say, okay. So now I will just say what is job, what is career, what is profession. Then we will just move on to some skills which we need. So here it is. While coming up this meaning, I don't know how many people over here knows that these 3 are different, or if you have already thought like these 3 are same, very sorry, 3 of them are different. So what is a career, what is a profession, and what is a job? I think I will just explain it with the example. That will be more better. If you are a chartered accountant, or maybe if you are a assistant professor, or maybe you are teacher by profession, you can say that if you have 10 years of teaching experience, or I will take a teacher as an example. If you have 10 years of teaching experience in various institutions, maybe you have teach in a school, you have worked in a college, you have worked in different institutions, that each institutions, what you have done is a job. I have worked as teacher in this college, then this school, that each and everything is a job. By profession, you are a teacher. By looking up the entire career, the 10-year career, how many ups and downs have happened, that thing is a career. So that is the simplified explanation which I can say to you. So now I think you will just understand what it is written. Like, by meaning, career is a person's work life, as in jobs, salary, work profile, growth, development opportunities, whatever you have. Like it is like looking at in a time frame. It's a work life. Profession is like the activity which is especially you are trained. For being a teacher, you need some special knowledge, special qualifications. So if you are having that, means you are always a teacher by profession. The job is like the task you have done for earning money, and which is a part of career, and using your professional skills, you will be getting a job. So that is the difference. And the career will be based on your ambition, and profession will be based on your education and training, and job will be based on it requires sometimes training and sometimes not training. Always we are not doing a job which we are trained for. So it may or may not require training. And occupation is like what to say, what we are doing. Profession is itself, being a teacher is like my occupation also. I'm not a teacher, I'm just saying an example. If I am a lawyer, that is my profession, that is my occupation also. And job is like employment or like that. And while we look at the code of conduct, both the job and profession may need a code of conduct. A teacher have to be in a certain manner, a lawyer has to be in a certain manner, a doctor has to be a certain manner, a farmer has to be in a certain manner. It need a code of conduct. Their way of behavior, everything will be based on certain maybe certain rules or certain things, certain norms. And while looking at the career, we cannot say like it is looking at in a time frame. So there is nothing to specifically say as a code of conduct. And career and the profession are like growth oriented. And job is like, while we are doing a job, we cannot say that we are growing. Actually, we are in a stagnant position. While we are changing our job position, then only we can say as there is a growth. Maybe we are getting a higher position, maybe we are getting a low position. While changing that only, we will be having a growth or like a not being growing. That difference will be there. So that is what the difference between career, profession, and job. So this you need to understand. While we use these words, we have to use it in a proper manner. With our proper knowledge, we have to use. So while we talk about career opportunities, while we talk about identifying this career opportunities, actually we have to focus on something. We have to really focus on too many things actually, but I have put some important 6 points over here. While we are looking for career opportunities, first of all, you have to understand what are the resources around me, and you have to maximum use all the various resources around you, be it people like contacts, be it your knowledge, be it your social media platforms, everything. You have to identify the resources around you and you have to maximum use it. For example, if you are not having a LinkedIn profile, you just try to start one. Now you are a student. By the end of, and you have to update everything, your skills, everything over there. By the end of your course, you will be like having a very good profile, and it will help you to identify a lot of career opportunities. So that kind of things you have to understand. What are the sources? What are the available sources? What are the most feasible sources which can I use? Like that kind of knowledge you need to develop on that. And then you should have a alternative and backup plans always. Actually, you always have to have a plan A and a plan B. For one time, if you are not really getting one thing we planned, like we are having a goal and we are not getting that goal, you should always have a second plan. If this is not working, what will I do? That thing always there should be in your mind. And also, you should be always curious and enthusiastic. If you are knowing a new people, like if you are meeting a new person, if you are meeting up new friends even, you should be very curious and enthusiastic how this human potential I can be used for both our development. How can I help he or she, or how can I use them as a resource? That also you should be knowing, and everywhere and anywhere you go, you always be curious and enthusiastic, and it will really help you. And believe in yourself. That is one thing you have to do. And not only just believing in yourself, you have to work also. Both hard work and smart work. Not only hard work is going to always help, smart work is also there. Sometimes what to do? We will be like for in the phone or maybe while using the computer application, there are manual things and also shortcuts which will help you to save your time. I think in Excel or maybe even in Word, while you are using like Control V, Control X, that kind of, even that small things, that makes us smart. Like, because always typing or like for hours and hours typing, sometimes this cut copy paste will also help us. So use that option if you have that. So that also is like not only hard work is always going to help you, smart work is also going to help you. I'm just giving you an example which you can relate too much. Then think about your skill. Always please don't think like I don't have any skill. I am not like not at all worth. People don't like my conversation. Sometimes you have said no. So don't think like that. Think about yourself, your skills. How can I develop my skills? How can I work on that? What will help me? Like that you should think. How can I grow? That thing you have to think and be sincere. That is very important. If you are really sincere and if you are really honest, opportunities will come. Sometimes people who we are helping will not help us back. But if you are sincerely helping that without expecting them to help back, you will get a help or you will get an opportunity from somewhere else, which we didn't expect. So that thing you have to keep in your mind, that karma theory and all like that. People will call like that, but still be sincere on what you are doing and keep doing that. And you will find better career opportunities, and always try to develop your network. Always get in connect with people who are higher than your position. These all things will help you to find and identify their career opportunities. That is the main thing I can just share to you. And after identifying the career opportunity, nowadays it's very important to showcase ourselves, what all skills we have, and what all abilities we are having, and to what extent we have. These all things also very important. For that, having a resume, having a CV, this is very important. I really want to tell you how to build up a CV, how to build up a resume, that also to you today. So without any further delay, I will be moving to that. After explaining how to build up a good CV in a very small, crisp manner, actually building a CV or like while explaining every aspect of that itself will take 1 hour. So here I will be explaining in a crisp manner, in a very short manner. I'm moving on to that. After that, I will be giving time for an interaction and we can wind up after that. So resume and CV. Have you heard this word, resume and CV? Are they really same? Resume and CV? Actually, no. It's different. Resume is like a very summary of something, and it's usually while we talk about this resume of ourselves, it's like a single paper summary of total job application. Like here I have given one example. Like in one paper, that person has given everything about that person in a short manner, in a very crisp manner. At one glance, we will understand what he or she is into, like work experience, education, technical skills, general skills, interest, and how can we contact their objective. Very simple, crisp, and clear. That is the resume. But while it comes to the curriculum vitae or CV, actually the curriculum vitae is derived from a Latin word. That word itself means course of life. Like it is in detailed manner and summary of main experiences, and it can be served as a living document. Like we will be constantly updating our CV, and it is also a very good marketing tool. And this marketing tool have to be developed in certain manner. Like this have a format. The format is like, or every CV will be having a header, like your name, your objective. Objective is, and always make sure that you are writing one objective by yourself. Never ever copy paste, or never ever just Google and find out some objective. You just go and find how career objectives are written in Google, and you just come to your own Word file or wherever you are writing your CV, you just write it down by yourself, because it should be unique as you. So that's what I have to say. Then your educational qualifications, honors, activities, accomplishments, everything should be there. Your work experiences, if any, and your research experience or projects, that kind of things. Like generally, these are the things to be included in the CV. This is in the social science aspect, which is I am much familiar to. So if different format or different streams will be having different writing the CV format also. But generally, these are the things usually included. And also, you can make your CV more attractive by adding, what to say, pinch of pepper, like what to say, while garnishing, no, where while we make food, we used to garnish with some maybe some small leaves or flowers or small fruits or something like that. Like that, you can also garnish your CV. Even if you're not having great achievements or great things, what you can do is you can go for some courses. Some 2 weeks, 4 weeks courses, online courses are available in these kind of platforms. Udemy, Swayam, Coursera. Here you can like what to say, you can enroll, you can have free Google online courses in Coursera, Swayam. Swayam will be, you will be familiar, I guess, with Swayam. UGPG students are really enrolling in Swayam exams, and you are getting a valid certificate for your skill. Maybe management techniques for law students. If there are anyone over here, the proper skills in communication or geology, anything in zoology, English literature, writing skills, these kind of small courses are available. 4 weeks, 2 weeks. Even you should not have to move from your bed even. You can just use your phone, you can use your laptop or tablet, any kind of device, you can access these courses and you can learn. And only thing you have to do is you have to submit 1 or 2 assignments and you have to just write one exam, which is very easy, and you will be able to get into these courses and you will get a certificate, which is valid certificate. Sometimes it is AICT and TPCL, like that kind of reputed certificate you are getting, and that also you can add into your CV. That's very important, and that is very pleasing for the employers. So, and where you can find this or where you can edit your CV or where you can build your CV, there are too many applications, online applications like Canva and all. If you have heard, there are editable templates over there. You can go and you can see already done template. You can edit it. You can add your photo. There will be some framework will be there. You can add your details over there, or else you can do a unique CV. By if you are so much creative, you can do it in Microsoft Word or anywhere, any kind of document editing applications. Also, you can do that. So that also you should try to build from when you are studying itself. Because once you are getting out from this course, you can directly apply and directly what to do, like without wasting any time, you can just apply for jobs and different opportunities if you are having a pakka CV in your hand while you are completing the course itself. So that also, while you are studying, you just take that time for building your good CV, and also while you are start writing CV, you will be more enthusiastic for or more curious for attending different sessions, different training courses, because you are getting a certificate and you can add that in your CV also. So that is one technique also for being more productive and being more, what to say, organized. So after that, once your CV is ready, you can apply for jobs and you will be called for interviews. There also you need different skills. Like in interview, you might be attended some interviews for your course, or sometimes somewhere else. You have attended some interviews. Sometimes we will be very new to this interview format. Actually, interview is like nothing too much. It is like already you have given your curriculum vitae, which explains about what all the exams you have passed, what is your qualification. Everything is in their hand. What they want to know is your attitude and your personality over there. So never ever fake your personality, because it's very easy to identify if you're faking. So how can we not fake? That is what we can do. When we are student, we have to develop our personality, so that after we are completing our education qualification, we no need to fake, because we are actually that kind of person. I think you have to build when you are a student itself. So the major interview skills requires, like, have you present your past experience relate to the position. If you are applying for a research coordinator, for example, in a certain NGO or anywhere, you have to relate your past and present experience related to research experiences. That position, you have to relate with your past and present experiences. So that is one thing. And you have to be clear about your current and future goals, future career goals. So that is why when we are a student itself, we need to set a goal which is higher goals you have to set, so that you will not panic or you will not surprise when someone asks, like, what is your future goal, and you will be like, no, I haven't think about it. Never ever say like that, because you have to be clear. Why we are saying, like, if you are asking, like, if I am not clear about that, then what will happen is, like, you will lose your opportunity, because there are too many people, too many unemployed people who are working every day for this. So if you are also not working, then you will lose your opportunity. That organization or the employer will get a new candidate or new employee. You will lose your chance. So why you have to work, that's up to you. Whether you have to work or whether you have to not to work, like, it's literally up to you. So that is what you have to make, like, keep in your mind. Then you have to be clear about what kind of skills you are having. You have to make sure that I am expert in that skill and I am really confident about that skill. If I am saying, like, I have good writing skills, you should be confident about that. How can you be confident about that? By practice. When you can practice, when you are studying itself, if you are start practicing, no need to go for any career guidance class or any career guidance training after you complete your education. Meanwhile itself, you just take your educational time very, use that time as a quality time. So that's what you can do. Then also you just tell about what are the skills and expertise, or what kind of skills you are really like to develop, and also your location, that kind of things also you have to tell, like location, salary, lifestyle priorities, that also you can just say. Kinds of people and environments you prefer, everything should be in a positive manner, and your past experiences that you want to highlight as a volunteer work I'm really sorry that some network glitch happened and I left from the meeting. Is it audible now?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Thank you so much. Okay. My screen is visible.
It's still
It's
showing, ma'am,
visible
sharing
now?
it is showing it. You are, yeah, it
Yeah,
is
now
visible,
it's
ma'am.
visible.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so these are the interview skills which we have discussed, and now one more thing is there, like while we are going for an interview or something, there are some things to be done for the interview, during the interview, and after the interview. Before the interview, you should be very thoroughly preparing about what all things I have to discuss. It's not about your knowledge. If they're asking some questions, and if you're not knowing the answer properly, if it is a factual question like in what year this happened or something like that, even if you're not really knowing that answer, don't panic. Be sincere to say that I am unable to recollect that. Really sorry, I will work on that, or I will read about that. That is showing your optimistic personality before the interview. And during the interview also, be very calm and be very quiet, like crisp and clear to the point. You just give answers, and always try to highlight your life experiences in a positive manner. That is very important. And after the interview also, you have to be in contact with that whatever the organization or the place we have went for interview. These are the main things you have to keep in mind. While like just saying about some additional point, I can say like be very positive and enthusiastic. Always talk in an enthusiastic tone, like you are ready to grasp whatever they are saying, like that. And if they are asking about like tell me about your weakness or something like that, please don't say that I am very nervous, I am very introvert, I will be stressed out when I am giving too much task. That is like being very negative. If they are asking for your weakness, you can say that I was a person who is unable to say no when there is too many tasks are given at the same time. But now I am working on it. And you can also say that I have learned this lesson from this weakness I had, and now I have moved on. You have to always avoid negative description. So that is also very important. Then every time when you go somewhere to talk or something, always you just make 3 or 4 key points. You always want to tell about your personal characteristics. These are things you have to make in prior. You have to work on this. On the interview day, you cannot work on this. So these all things you have to make sure that you are doing that. And while asking about any personal experience, don't say that I have. If they are asking about some leadership experiences or something like that, you should say like specifically what you have done as a leader, what you have done in a critical situation, which your leadership quality helps to overcome that critical situation. That specific examples are really helpful, rather than just saying like I was just a leader in the NSS, or maybe I was like that. General experiences are not they are looking for. They are looking for the specific problem solving experience they are asking for. That also you should keep in mind. And also, when answering questions, focus on your experiences, how you are adapted, how you are flexible on different experiences, what are the progress you have came across in your life, your achievements, creativity, everything, not in a self-boasting manner. You have to say it in a positive manner, which will in a polite and humble manner. So these are things you have to keep in mind while like just going for the career thing. And also we were thinking, like, talking about identifying career opportunities. We are having limited time also, so I have to wrap around it by 12 o'clock. So before that, I just want to say one thing, that is your career, your ambition, or your opportunity, or maybe your goal should be yours. It should not be your friend's goal. It should not be your parents' goal. It should be truly yours. That thing you please keep in mind. You should know that I also want to become a doctor, or I want to become an engineer, or I want to become a whatever you want to become. It is not because my friend also want to become that, or my parent want me to become that. It's not like that. It's really, if you are willing, you are ready by mind, by physique, everything, and you really have an interest, then you please work on that. And also the other thing is, like, even if you are selecting some, maybe entrepreneurship is a newly emerging thing, and too many people are into it, but too many people are coming without a family support, like, while they have studied a lot, and when they are starting one enterprise, people will be like, why you are starting like your own business? People will degrade, or people don't motivate much. That time, what you can do is believe in yourself, and also work hard on what best opportunities or what best resources you can use, and you just work on that. So that's what I have to say about building your career. And by this quote, I just want to say, like, no need to hurry, no need to sparkle, no need to be anybody but oneself. So you please focus on what you really want. You just identify that, then you identify your goal, then you identify the opportunities and strength you have, everything within yourself, and you please work by yourself. That will make you confident, more clear, everything. So, and I just want to wrap around this session. I want to conclude, and thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Students must have really enjoyed your session, and we have also learned a lot. And the best, personally, if you ask me, the best was how to love ourselves. That is a very important and a vital part in all our lives. And thank you so much for your time. And we are looking forward for a few more in the coming time. And have a good day. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Madam, 1 minute, madam. Thank you very much,
so
madam.
much,
Thank you very much for your valuable time and valuable lecture. Looking forward to have you in the near future also. Thank you very much, madam. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. And I'm really happy, and even now my excitement is not yet moved on, like, because this is for the first time, like, I am meeting people from Andaman, and I'm really happy. Thank you for having me here, and I really take this opportunity as very, very happy moment in my life. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my special thanks and gratitude to Dr. Sitaram. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. And I am a principal,
Yes.
ma'am. 1 minute, I'll give it to him, ma'am. After that, you can invite the next speaker, Poonam, ma'am. Ma'am. Poonam, ma'am. Poonam, madam, can you hear me? Poonam? Can you? My voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. 1 minute, madam. I am a principal. I will give it to him. You will say a few words about the program. Then you can invite the third speaker. Madam, 1 minute, madam. I am a principal, sir. I will give it to him. I am a principal, sir, madam. I am a principal, sir.
Your voice is audible.
Ma'am, you can say our principal sir would love to talk to you, sir, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. I can hear. Sir Venkatesh sir, it's audible.
webinar चल रहा है सर. दो सौ
Ma'am, can you hear, ma'am?
Yes. The sir is talking now.
Not yet, ma'am. I think there's some technical issue. I cannot hear
Okay.
sir saying something. Sir, can you? Sir, can ma'am be audible to you, sir, and principal, sir? Yeah. Sir, you're visible but not audible yet.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Good morning. Namaskar,
Hello,
sir.
hello sir. It's
Sir.
Good morning. Namaskar. Actually, I am Principal JNRM, and Department of Home Science is doing a great program, and the students are too much benefited by this program. Thank you so much.
thank you so much, sir.
Ma'am, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Sir, I'll call the third speaker, sir.
Yes, ma'am, please.
So I'm sorry, I cannot hear you, sir. I think it's time to start for the third technical session. And a very good afternoon to my dear students, Principal Sir, HOD Sir, and Shri Chandana Ma'am also. You can also be a part of our third technical session. You're most invited. And today our respected speaker will be Dr. R. Rajkumar. And he is going to take the session on digital literacy and effective use of social media. Sir is an assistant professor from Department of Science and Business Systems, School of Computers, SRNM. And Sir has done his doctorate in computer science and engineering. Sir has been awarded with various awards. Best Innovative Professor from Lifeline Awards, Youth Empowerment Engineer by Custin University, Dubai. He's also been awarded as the Innovation of the Year 2009 by Cognition Innovation Context. And it would be a great pleasure for me to also inform that Sir was attached to our respected President, Dr. Kalam, and he is an author of India 2030 book, co-author of Panorama Yearbook 2020-21 and the Hindi Yearbook 2021. And now I'm looking forward for the session, the third technical session. And I welcome Sir once again, and I'm handing over the session to Sir. Sir, am I audible to you, please?
You are perfectly audible.
Thank you, sir. Most
Am I
welcome,
audible, everyone?
Yes, sir, you are. Sir, you are.
Okay. Sir, Dr. Venkatesh, sir. Yeah. I have sent you a PPT, sir. Can you share it, sir? Is it possible?
Sir is with the principal, sir.
Madam, I'm here only, sir. Welcome, sir. Hearty welcome, sir.
Yeah, welcome. Yes,
Jiva, Jiva is there. Jiva.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tell me, sir. Yes, sir. Tell me.
அந்த பிபிடி அனுப்பிச்சிருக்கேன் சாரோடது.
நான் இருங்க சார், நான் மெயில் செக் பண்றேன். ஜீவா சந்தோஷ் மெயில் தான் சார் அனுப்பிச்சிருக்கீங்க.
ஆமா, உங்களுக்கு
சார் ஒரே நிமிஷம் சார், செக் பண்றேன். லைன்ல இருந்து.
ராஜ்குமார் சார், நீங்க ஷேர் பண்ண முடியலையா அங்க இருந்து?
இல்ல சார், அங்க actually the
Sir?
system is not permitting, sir.
ஓகே ஓகே. இல்ல உங்களை கோ ஹோஸ்டா போட்டாச்சுன்னா நீங்க பண்ணிக்கலாம் சார். போட்டு
அதான் சார், இது வந்து இது actually in the Apple system it doesn't take it, sir.
சார் நான் பண்றேன், just 2 minutes, 1 minute wait பண்ணுங்க.
Okay sir.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry for that.
Okay Jiva, okay Jiva, okay Jiva. Okay. Dear students and other participants, I am very happy to invite Dr. Rajkeeya sir, who is working as faculty in SCM University, Chennai, Kattangalur. He is having vast experience in domain of computer science and cloud computing, and 3D is taking another milestone of disseminating the IT-based education to the rural people, especially rural children. One more interesting thing, he wrote a book, India 2030, which won the Best Award in the year, I think, 2017, and is having a very good association with our revered Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir family. Is
Sir, thank you for your invitation, sir. It's really honor and pleasure to be a part of this session, especially all the women candidates are there. So I just want to share my knowledge. Sir, am I audible, sir?
definitely. Yes, sir. Very much audible.
Yes, sir, you are.
This will be a thought-provoking system for children. Though we are thousands of kilometers away from mainland, through the connectivity, we will be able to hear you and we will get your knowledge for taking ahead. And children very much interested to hear from you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. The mic is over to you, sir. Please.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for the invitation, sir. It's nice to talk to you. Whether my shall we go for the PPT?
Sir, please wait 1 minute, sir. Some network issue, sir. Please wait 1 minute.
Yeah. Okay. So before that, I just have a small agenda. What actually we are going to discuss today. Probably we are all connected with the internet, so that's a luckily. And but how actually we are safe on the internet? So whether really we are safe, or we just thinking that we are safe or not. So that's what actually today's we going to see that. Okay, so myself Rajkumar, and first of all, initially we are going to see about digital literacy. So can you go for the next slide, sir? Yeah. So these are the agendas we are going to cover. There are 3 agendas today for my speech. One is a cyberspace. What is the cyberspace? And social media, you know very well, but how actually you are aware of it, and what is that? Why they are giving a free for you to use it, and that is also you have to think over it. And what are the legal provisions of the information technology? Whatever the acts are there as per the Indian government, and also I am very much eager to create good awareness. You should be not only the awareness, you will be educated well to give awareness to others also. So that's what the 3 agendas we are going to see today's sessions. Yeah, please next slide. So these are the fundamental things you can actually see this. As per the diagram, you can see this. These are the fundamental things from the digital literacy. First of all, it is mainly for the e-safety. Whether we are safe with the internet, and what are the functional skills we are having it, and whether we are critical thinking, whether it's a fair enough, whether we are attached with the cultural and social understanding, even though we are in online. And what about the collaboration? So since we are all collaborated with complete thing. So whether how we are all collaborated, and these things actually we are going to see about these things. So anyway, and apart from that, how actually we are able to, just a minute. Okay, so how actually we are able to, again the, okay, not a problem. So the PPT maybe just for our reference only. Even though if you are connected with the online, we have to maintain some kind of dignity between the each other. So how actually we are while we are connecting in person, how actually we are having the behavior, the same kind of behavior should be continue in the online. So that is the actual impact and connected with the internet. But some of the issues actually we are facing it, especially the woman. The issues like there will be, because of the anonymous, because there is no one actually watching us whether we are doing, and to whom actually we are conducting, and whether we are really we are speaking with the trusted persons or not. So these are the fundamental things actually we are having some kind of problems. That's actually serious problems. According to the survey, nearly 26% of the female having the issues in online. So whatever the issues, there are many issues will be there. So nearly 26% of the women are facing the issues. So I don't want to you one of them. So that's what the today's sessions. And also one of the other agenda is how actually we are behaving in social media. Social media is very much important as much as we are connected with the world in the virtual world. That is very much important. But how actually we are properly using it, so that is the problem. So whether as per the woman candidate, whether we are safe, and if someone is actually misusing it, whether how actually we can take action against them. So that is also important. So can you share the slide if it possible? I think there is a network issue. Okay, so let them, the slide will come. That's not an issue. So there are three fundamental things we are going to see initially. One is the basic proficiency of the digital tools. So how actually we are familiar with the digital tools. And the second one is digital literacy. How actually we can handle with our mobile or laptop, these things. And finally, how actually we are fluent in the kind of digital era. So how actually we are completely fluent of this kind of digital platforms. So initially we have to go for the step by step, like information literacy and media literacy, social media literacy, networking literacy, ethical literacy. These are the things actually for the digital literacy. And the second one is digital skills. Maybe, for example, if you are facing some issue, due to the network problem, the slide is not opening now. But even though I have the I have the slide in my own space, and then still we can able to manage it. So that's the creativity, and that's the actual problem. I mean, whenever we are facing the problem, we have to manage it. So that is the digital skills. Maybe the communication and critical thinking and creativity and collaboration. These are the 4 skills is needed. So critical thinking, communication, creativity, and collaboration. And finally, the digital fluency, which is called the media fluency, information fluency, creative fluency, networking fluency, and ethical fluencies. So these are the fundamental things as per that we concern with the digital literacy. Apart from that, we can go further. What is that role of cyber safety for human? So that is important. Because I already told that nearly 26% of the women are really not safe in the internet. So because internet is the reaching the rapid spread of the information through mobile devices and presented new opportunities that could be some women at the risk. So it is important to mindful of the whatever the problems or dangers are there due to the internet. So, so is it possible to share the screen now? I have one small content. Yeah, yeah. Now it is. Yes, the next slide. Next slide. Okay, next slide, sir. Yeah. Yes, yes. Okay, okay. So just see this laptop. So whether this laptop is male or female, that's a question to you. So how we can identify the laptop is male or female? Is it possible to identify the laptop whether the male or female? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, we may go for the next slide, sir. Yeah. So whenever we used to have the laptop or desktop or maybe the mobile devices, please put always a bindi in that camera. So that is the only way we are, safe in the complete virtual or cyberspace environment. So I think you can see the bind in the screen over here, right? So, yes. So the bindi means whenever we are, going for the online, we may not be aware of that. The video may be on. Sometimes the device is hacked by someone else. So that time the video can be on. So some of the hackers are there. They just hacked our complete hardware and then they will completely, control our devices. So that should not be happen. So as a female laptop, you should be just pasted your bindi in that exactly on the camera, so that that will be won't be visible. So whenever it is needed, maybe the online classes or maybe the conferences, that time only you just remove the sticker. So that is important. Yes, the next slide, please. So yeah, actually the fact is there are an unfortunate number of women are become victims of cyber crimes. According to the recent survey, nearly only in this age group between the 18 to 24, they actually experience with the severe type of harassments really, and probably for the high level of kind of harassments. So in the online, everything is maybe the fully online only. So why actually it is happening and how we can actually completely avoid of this. So the main problem is they are not aware of the actual usage of social media. So how actually we can using how frequent we are using it, how how actually we should not use it, what is the do's and don'ts. So that's what we need to discuss now. Yeah, next slide, sir. So first, initially, very must one, please don't share your password. Whomever maybe your sister or brother or whatever maybe, please don't share your password. So that is a very much essential, because if you share the password, that's all. You just forget the password, and then you just create a new one. That's a very much important. So how much you are trusted to anyone else, please don't share the password. If you shared it, please you just we have to make it the new password. That's the only thing we can able to live peacefully in this virtual era. So accidentally, if you are, share the password, maybe some reasons, especially if you have some hurry up. So please change it afterwards. If you have set up the two authentication, if you have a two authentication also, that will be very much good for your complete security. Yeah, next one, sir. So I already told you, as your face is also, if you have a bindi only, the face is something like good. So as much as your laptop, so please make sure that you have the bindi in your laptop. And web camera, even though in your mobile also we have so many cameras, especially in the front camera only we have to, not only the front camera, even the back camera also, you just put some stickers. If you don't use, just put some stickers. That will be very much better. Yeah, please, next one. So please don't leave your web camera connected. So whenever we are using the internet, we have to disconnect the internet. So earlier days we used to disconnect the switch off the lights and switch off the fan. We are not here in the room, but the same kind of practice we should follow it. We should not actually connect the internet. If you are not available in that place, we should not connect any internet of the device. So that is really in danger. So sometimes the file may be downloaded without our knowledge, and then after that the hacking will be happen. So please make sure that at least in the webcam should not be. It's for the desktop, we just disconnect the webcam, and if it is a laptop, that will be always the light will be glow. If we are using a webcam, sometimes the light also will not be glow. So anyway, first you just shut down the system and then you may leave wherever you want to go. Yes, the next one. So don't share more than necessary. So you should know what is the necessary and what is the not necessary. For example, there are always two kind of people. One is a very good people and another one is very bad people. Anyway, even the best people can swing from one end to spectrum of others, probably. So you should not, share any kind of newses, especially, the messages, pictures, and informations, or whichever is potentially come back and will impress you. So maybe at late night, if you chat or something, but even though you should be very much careful, you just be a poison snake. I just want to mention once again, you have to be a poison snake whenever you are going for the online. So the other side, they will be very much, fear on you. So that the kind of spirit you should be have in the mindset whenever you are going for the online. So I know I will convey what are the, what type of poisons are there. So what are the laws actually we are having as a Indian government? What are the laws actually made to protect the woman against of this kind of unwanted things? Okay, the next one. Don't meet online. So that means, nowadays everyone is having some small room on their home, and they will sit with the laptop or mobile. But it is not like same for 5 to 10 years ago. So we used to play with our friends always. So especially in Gales, they always with the friends. Since from the ancient India, there is a separate role for the friendship. So you may please share everything to the friends. That's the main thing. You will be safe in the online environment. So wherever you want to go meet a new person, so please make sure that you are going for the crowded places, because these are the things actually the problems are coming. So because they are just using your alone, when if you are completely alone, and they're just using their your loneliness. So that should not be happen. So always be connected with your friends and family, and wherever you are going, please update them. not update in a social media. So wherever you are going, you have to update in your friends and family through mobile, or just call them and then update it. So that's way you will be connected to. I mean, you should not be a loneliness thereafter. Okay, the next slide. And reveal only as much as needed. So this is what actually the problem is happens. See, for example, if we have a, if we want to go somewhere, especially in like malls, or if you want to go for a kind of any, for shopping, you please don't tag that places, because that is not needed actually. So if you want to go, visit a shopping mall, just take a photo and then just be a casual. If you want to make a photo, and then if you want to upload in a FB or Instagram, let's just upload it. I mean, if you want. Otherwise, please don't upload your single photo. Please upload with your friends or family always. So that is the very good way to prevent the photo kind of crimes in that your thing. And also one more thing, whenever you are tagging the places, so that will be more unsecure. Because if we are tagging the places, especially the geotagging, we used to make sure, I mean, whenever you are taking the photo also, you should be disable the geotagging. I mean, whenever you are clicking the photo, that will be embedded with the GPS location. So that is also, you have to disable it. There is a settings in the camera, and you can go there and then disable the geotagging of your camera. So that way you will be in a safer side, because whenever geotagging is on, if somebody comes in that place, their photos also will be mixed along with your photo. Because of the geotag, the Google is collecting the photos. So that's a problem. If you are not uploading to anyone else, but even though actually you are connected with the internet, due to the geotagging, your photos will be uploaded into the same place. So that is a problem. So please don't do the geotagging hereafter. And next one. And update all operating systems as on your device. This may be the nuisance. Probably if the update is going on, especially for the Windows, it may take hours and hours. After that only we can use for the actual system. But that is the necessary. So if you are updating your OS, that I mean operating system, especially in Windows, that will be more convenient, without any problem thereafter. Because there will be a security updates, the patches will be running, and there should not be any kind of that means the all practices won't be coming in the system. So please make sure that your operating system should be updated. So please, whenever if you are not updated, whenever you are not switched on the updation, so please switch on that updation, and then you will be in a safer side. So that is the main thing for your updation. Yeah, next one, please. Secure your devices with the antivirus softwares, especially in Windows and Android. Having a mobile or a tablet, whatever they may be, that's sitting a house with without any doors. I mean, the doors is completely unlocked if you are having without any antiviruses. So please make sure that your antivirus is the latest one, because all the threats, whatever the threats come to us, maybe the network attack or a cipher attack or a mail attack, or even though now it is a very famous, the WhatsApp attack, right? Because the through WhatsApp, the banking kind of fake banking kind of stuffs are actually coming for us, just like message they will be giving that if you click the message, then your complete mobile will be hacked. So anyway, that's make sure that if you are using the phone which is secure, and antivirus software also, which can be latest one. So that is the needed of our. Is it the slide is visible? Okay. Yeah. So and then just a minute. So read the fine point, especially the points are actually very much important whenever we are agreeing for the online, whenever you are agreeing for something. Um, so some of the terms and conditions will be there, but without reading it, we just accept it, and then we just we are I mean, we just accept and then we just go for our work. But please make sure that whenever is the kind of some kind of agreements, whenever you are agreeing it, so please make sure that you are you have to read all the pages, which is there are many kind of platforms which is completely for the free, or after 2 3 days we have to pay for it, otherwise it is completely owned by the others only. We just having some kind of rental agreements. So anyway, please make sure that the software policies actually you have to read it for every time. So that makes sense that you are agreeing something else. If you are not reading and then just clicking it just for agreeing, something like in our especially in a mobile device also, if you are installing a new app, whenever we are installing it, there will be options are asking whether they want to enable, I mean, they want to access your phone book, they want to access your camera, they want to access your maybe the mobile other memories. So please make sure that whatever the, for example, if it is the camera related app you are installing, then you can give the access for the camera alone. No need of accessing for your mobile, phone book or diary. So only for that purpose, only you just give the access to them. So that is important. So now you may please, I'm very much, pointing out, you just please uninstall all your mobile apps, whichever you are using it. So I mean, once again, you just install it once again, one by one. You just install it one by one, and whatever the permission it is asking it, and you just give the permission accordingly, then you will be in a safer side. See, for example, the WhatsApp is accessing your file manager and the contact book, as well as for your camera for the taking the photograph. But if you have the camera app only, there should not be any access needed for the phone book or file system. Only the camera is more than enough, or no need of using for your mic or something else. So that is these kind of constraints we have to make sure that we are please uninstall all the mobile apps and then install once again with the precautions. Whether my screen is visible or not visible? Okay.
Yes, sir, visible, sir. You can carry on, sir.
Visible only. Okay, sir. So the next slide we can go, sir. For my side, I couldn't see. Yeah, now I can see, sir. So now there is no such things as a freebies. See, for example, if you are getting a free access for a software, especially for the gamings or offers or deals or whatever may be, so that's surely there will be a virus or spyware will be there in the, say, malicious software. So whatever the free of cost, maybe in online gamings or whatever, please don't try with that one. So please maintain the 2 mail IDs at least. If you want to try also, you may please try with your mail ID which is actually connected with your bank account. So we should not use any mail ID which is connected with your bank account. We should not use it for any other purpose. So the thing is very much important means, especially for the social media, just create your new mail ID and completely for the new mail ID, you just create it for your complete transaction for the banking, and for the banking is separate, and for the social media and other mail IDs are completely separate for the email ID. That is important. And especially for freebies, like even though Facebook is free, YouTube is free, and all the things are actually it's free, but why? Because they are giving the free because they are actually running for the advertisement based on your actual you are buying stuff. For example, if you want to search for the book everywhere, every time, so the ad will become for the book. So like that, so please don't support for the actual content, which is looking for our own valuable, and especially for the privacy things. So next slide, please. So this is very much important, especially for the girls. Please block the people which you don't want it. So don't be, I mean, it is not at all, you have the complete freedom to block whomever maybe the, maybe the chief, army chief, or whatever, person. So if you, if you don't have anything, to interact with them, so please block it. Don't want that kind of, person in your social media. So please block it, and you have all the rights to block it. And never feel wired to decline a friend request. So if somebody has given the friend request, please make sure that just check with the mutual friends. And if really trustworthy, you may please, you can accept. That's completely on your own freedom. After acceptance also, if somebody they want to play something, and then you may please don't consider it, and you just block it. So that is very much important. Yeah, the next one. ஒரு half an hourல நான் கொடுத்துறேன் மேம். நான் வந்துருச்சு, சைன் வாங்கிட்டு கொடுத்துறேன். half an hourல வந்துடுறேன். ஆமாங்க. இப்போ ஒரு செமினார்ல முடிச்சுட்டு வந்துடுறேன். Okay, and then the next one is cyberspace characters. So even though we are in we have the face and everything as appearance, but there is a character always. There is a cyberspace characters. In the cyberspace characters, there is no one is watching us, but we thinking that no one is watching us, and there is always the virtual and borderless and completely anonymity. So if you want to chat to any person, you can create a new mail ID, but you are chatting. But problem is actually we are watching by someone else. So that's, we are not actually aware of that. So these are the cyberspace characteristics we are having it actually in our nowadays due to the internet. But how actually we can make it for the real-time character as much as same. See, for example, bring the social groups together on the whatever the virtual group, you have to bring them on a social group in a real time. So that will be, you can just tune your actual friendship. And also you have to aware of the cyber crimes, especially against women. And there is no there are some kind of judicial internet is actually there, so that we can discuss now. And there are some kind of global issues are also available because of the cyberspace characteristics. So we can go for the next slide, sir. So because of the growth of the social media, and nearly 76 crore people are using internet as per the TRI, and the social media users are 43 about FB, and 49 for the YouTube, and 47 plus for the WhatsApp, 27 crores, and the 3.5 crores for the Twitter users. These are the active users as per the 2021 data. Yes, next slide, sir. You also one among them. So there is a legal framework information act according to the the 2000. So that's the that's actually acting for the e-commerce and also the e-governance. Because whenever the e-commerce and e-governance is both together, that will be the source of income for many people. So that's this kind of the act introduced at 2000. And there is a according to that, India is the 12th nation for the increasing of the digital signature. And there are many aspects we can describe this act. especially with the information technology amendment and what are the punishment and everything in the pornography and the violence of the privacy. So these are the things actually in there, the legal framework information act. So we'll go in deep what are the things are there. Next one, sir. So first of all, objective is legal realization of the transactions. So whatever the transaction we are doing, in the banking sector, so that is the legal transaction. Whether is it the authorized person, whether the digital signature is exactly correct for them. So these are the legal transactions we have to maintain. And the e-governance. So e-governance, that's the other part of this act. One is electronic filling and documents and e-payments. So that's that's a e-governance, but that is also for the banking, completely for the banking applications are there as per this act. And other things as offenses, punishments, and also what is the cyber crimes, including with that crime against the woman. And so these are the actual characteristics are there. These are the objectives. So one is for the transactions for the digital signature and e-governances, and also what is the punishments and investigation can be happened, especially in the cybercrime industry. The next one, sir. So there are four things actually, it's very much exactly IT Act of Cybercrime against the woman. One is the violation of privacy and absence materials and pornography and sexual explicit act and child pornography. So you have to know these things since you are a woman and you know these things, then only you can educate other women. And that's very much important. Whatever I already told that you have to behave like a poison snake in online. So these are the things actually you can take it as your just like for your fighting. So you can take this and you have to aware of this whether what is is there any misbehavior is going on against you, those things. So we'll see one by one. So this is the act first. Next one, sir. Violation of the privacy. So the violation of the privacy, especially whether if the people or person without your knowledge, if they are taking the photo of you and then they are just misusing, they're just uploading in their whatever the channel, maybe the YouTube or Facebook or whatever the channel, without your consent, maybe he or she, whatever, this kind of violation is actually for the privacy of the person. So that can be punished with the imprisonment of the extended of the 3 years and with fine not exceeded to the 2 lakh or with both. So even though if you are without your consent, they are just taking the photo of you and then just uploading, and you can claim it this act. So you may please aware of this. This is section 66E. That's for the Information Act against of the woman. So please go for the next slide. So according to the section 67, those who publish or transmit are cases of publishing transmitted with the electronic form. So not only the social media, whatever the electronic form, maybe the pen drive or floppy or disk or whatever the thing. So they can also will be punished without your consent. They are just taking the photo or they're just taking any kind of document. So maybe the document theft or online forgery, or these things actually they can punish up to 5 years of imprisonment and also 10 lakh rupees. It's a fine for them. So this is as per the law. So not only this, there are some other different laws also available. I'm just telling that this is the maximum thing. You have to be aware of this. Yeah, next one, sir. So according to the 67A, that punishment is, if they, especially, the publishing the transmitter case of transmitting the sexually explicit act. So if they want to, threaten you, if they want to give some kind of, misbehavior and the online, So that that will be the non-bail kind of thing. They can punish up to 7 years of the punishment, and also there is a 10 lakh rupees of fine for them. That's like 16 to 7.a punishment of this kind of content. So if they are really they are proven, because in this electronic world, proven is very much easy, really, because everything can be traceable. I mean, if you are using a mail ID, if you deleted the content also, if somebody has deleted the content also, that can be easily traceable. The cybercrime police is actually having the access of any kind of website or any kind of social media. They can just claim your user ID password. Within 1 hour they can get whomever the user ID and password, and they can actually trace it, what the actual victim of the issues. Yeah, next one, sir. So these are the, I mean, even though for the child pornography, and these are the issues are there. There are some kind of severe punishment is there, especially in the online threatening, and also this kind of policy. Actually, it is very. I mean, the problem is, I mean, as a human, you may not be aware of these things. So that may be the issue. So if everyone is aware of this, so they also will be in a, portion, they cannot do anything wrong. So I mean, if there's something is actually went wrong, and how actually we can precaution it. So what are the precautions are there? So there are some kind of devices, especially with the electronic personal safety device, which is EPST. So that's the development of the models of the different features. So for the basic devices having, I mean, these devices can be wearable. For example, if you have a pepper spray like that, even you have an electronic devices, but make sure that if you are strong enough to buy it, you may please buy it, and then you can have your for your safety. So emergency SOS, and with the GPS and SMS. So these are the basic device. And for mid-level devices, like basic device with integrated camera and with voice recognition, also it is possible. And advanced devices, there's IIT Delhi, the project called the anti-tamper stamp and glass breakage voice recognition systems. So that can be also the wearable devices, and developed in the various wearable, or which is a small form, just like a keychain, or so any kind of form it is there as electronic personal safety devices. So I mean, especially women, they can wear some kind of wearable in a wristwatch or something else, they can wear it. So that will be ensure their safety. The next ones. So this is the another one device, which is the R&D, I mean, research and development from the public transport. If the Nirbhaya case, probably we know that. So Metli, it's one of the project from the IIT Delhi again. So there is a panic switch based on the safety device from the public transport vehicle. So all the public transport vehicle, there will be a panic switch. I mean, especially they have made it. So you may please aware of that, where is the actually the button is there. So you can, if you have any problem or issues, you may press it that way. Surely it will be intimated to the concerned authorities, and then you will be safe. And not only that, there will be always 112. It's for the code for SOS signal. So you can trace. I mean, if you press it, that can be whether the mobile having a signal or not, whether the mobile having a I mean, the voice message or anything. So if you press it, then surely the SOS call will go, because it is connected with the satellite, and then we can easily go through the, I mean, you can actually complain them. And one more thing, especially in this SOS, so please don't use it frequently. So if you are really having any problem, only please using it that way, we will get the actual potential solution for that. And also there are some kind of fake advertisement is coming nowadays. See, for example, if you are having a I mean, some of the WhatsApp forwards are there. If you if you are safe, if you don't feel safe, you please send a message to this number. Like that, some numbers may be displayed. Some police like that. So no police actually collecting messages. So far, there is no such kind of policies actually collecting the actual messages. Okay, so there is a app for that. Every police actually creating the kind of apps. Then you can install it. So some WhatsApp numbers are there. They will circulating it only for the complaint purposes, not for the emergency purposes. So please make sure that should not having any messages or any kind of contact with the just like don't believe the the such kind of forwards, especially the WhatsApp forwards. So even though some kind of festival seasons, there are a lot of forwards will come. Amazon Prime sale, or some kind of 50% to 60% offer. So these kind of offers will coming. Please don't click on that. So that will be surely it will go for the wrong track, and then surely the mobile or laptop or whatever the device that will be hacked. Um, because if some messages will be coming, please forward to 15 members and then you will be getting this kind of gifts. Please don't do it again. So probably you may aware of this, but anyway, it's my responsibility to know that what is the actual steps we can climb for the our own safety. And if you are safety, surely our daughter and everyone will be safe, and sisters and everyone will be safe. So whenever there is this kind of any crime is happening in front of you, please don't be mute, and then you have to act fast, and that will be good safety to others. So now I just finish my thing, and then if you have a 10 minutes of time, if you have any doubts or any clarification needed, especially in the acts, or if you especially if you want to make kind of some kind of safety, if you have some ideas also, you may please share it, so that way everyone will be getting helpful. Now you may please stop sharing this slide, sir. Thank you. Yeah. Actually, I prefer for at least for interaction about 10 minutes for every lecture. So that way we can understand each other, and what actually the solution we can make for the society, for upcoming society. Because after a year, especially at 2023, whatever the number of data we are using it right now, that will be a 2 times faster actually we have to using it. For example, if we are using the 1.5 GB per day, everyone will be using at least 4 GB per day. So every data is we may not be aware of that, which data actually whom actually we are using. Some other people are using our data or not. We may not be aware. So we have to plan ahead for our every aspects, especially how to maintain the safety in the internet. So if you have any other plans or any doubts, you may please ask now. The floor is to you.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yeah, please. Welcome.
Sir, actually, sir, it's audible.
Yes, sir, it is audible.
Actually, sir, so now it's almost everything is digitalized, right? So after
Yes.
COVID, maximum the peoples are not aware of about this digitalized well. So regarding this, government of India has taken any awareness programs for all the states or the villages, like students or college students or faculties. So like that is the anything they have performed anything, sir, regarding this?
Yes, there are many kind of camps, especially from the cybercrime polices. They are usually conducting for this kind of workshops. How to maintain the proper codes for the online practice, especially from the mail ID itself, how actually we are maintaining it. So there are two kind of such courses is available, sir. Especially the Ministry of Education, they are doing it. Even though there are online courses also available for free of cost. So you may I will give some kind of links. Then you can actually go and visit that, sir. And also for every state, also they are taking some initiatives for the cybercrime activities. So against of the cybercrime activities, they are taking initiatives, sir. So this is the not the matter of knowledge. Actually, it's awareness. So we have to create every time and every week, or even though for every hour, we have to be aware of that. So that is the problem, because every time there is a new crime is coming in the cyberspace. So those things actually we have to get the awareness of them. Even though the government also may be not aware of such things. So if we are finding something, we can also take part in this kind of initiatives to give the contribute for the society.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. And especially for the wearable devices, as a college students, you can just again, you can build your own wearable devices, just like including with the GPS or this kind of stuff. If you want to make some good projects, and government of India surely it is encouraging to have such kind of devices, especially in women safety. That's a need of the hour actually, as a Indian. Any other points to convey?
Students, if you have any queries, you can kindly clear it with sir. He's there to help you all and clear your queries.
Also, for the social media comes in the account, please don't create 2 accounts in the social media. That's really not helpful for any kind of good things. So please, once you are a social media in a presence, please create only one account that you have to maintain it. For example, some people having a 2 kind of Facebook accounts or 2 kind of Instagram accounts, one for my friends and one for my family. Please don't create like that. So because if you want to create it, you have to maintain 2 mobiles or 2 mail IDs. So that any one of the mail IDs and will be loop, and then someone or some people are misused it. So please don't create a 2 kind of social media accounts for any kind of situation. That's a very helpful for you for your career also, because nowadays the career also the companies like Microsoft and Wipro, HCL, they just see your profile, social profile, and according to that you will be evaluated for the further interview. So please create a good profile and then maintain it, especially in the LinkedIn. You have to maintain the good profile. There are so many videos are available how to maintain the good profile in the LinkedIn. So you may please make accordingly. So that is your actually positive side for your using the social media, because no one the opportunities has come from the social media. So you have to be careful on that, and surely you will. That's a win-win situation. If you are a good profile, surely the opportunities will come to you. As much as you have to be true to you. No need of 5,000 followers or 10,000 followers. Only if you have a 50 members, which is can be engaged with you, and whatever you are giving the updates, they are encouraging and they will be supporting. Sometimes they will be criticized also, but all because it may go for your own improvement only. So you make use of the social media for your learning platform, not for entertainment purpose. So that's very much important.
Sir, I have one more doubt also.
Yes,
Sir, actually, because of this workshop webinar, so I gained so much knowledge about this security based.
Okay.
So what I feel, the government which is given the awareness, it's not enough, and I'm feeling like that. So is it possible to increase this awareness program to the all the area and including all villages and everywhere, sir? It is useful for the all peoples, especially
Surely,
for
surely,
the.
Your intention is very good. We have to increase the awareness. I mean, the problem is the we are understand that the social media and everything is part of our life. So that should not be, I mean, eliminated easily. But even though how actually we are using it, what is the do's and don'ts every time, we have to get updated. So, I mean, the government, maybe I mean, this is also today, also we have a good initiative. Your principal and Dr. Venkatesan sir has given this topic to me. And so these kind of initiatives are welcoming. And surely we can go for the good awareness for the all over India.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So please make sure that your laptop having the bindi and the webcam. Just replay, yes.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I think one more student have some doubt. I think he's given in the chat box. Can you able to see, sir, that one?
Let me check, sir. Let me check, sir.
Okay.
How to keep a good timetable for using social media as a student, because our easily decided the waste lot of time instead of using it. That's a good question. You know that the country like especially Japan, they have the practice of internet fasting. So internet fasting means they won't use internet for some time of their daily schedule. So you may please try with this kind of internet fasting. Sometimes, for example, after 8 o'clock at night, you should not use internet. That may be the internet fasting. The Japanese are actually practicing it. They are just doing for the 1 week of complete internet and 1 week of complete no without internet. They are doing it. They are actually doing the practice on that. So that's the kind of practices we can do it. But because we have already connected with the virtual platform due to the corona, but sometimes we can practice at least 12 hours per day. We can practice without internet. So instead of that, actually I used to do practice. I am using this kind of small mobile for my calling purpose. So I don't touch for the smartphone for the the rest of the 12 hours at night. So that way we can prevent maybe due to the radiation also we can avoid it. Not only the distraction, radiation also we will largely we can avoid it. Use the smart humble phone for the calling purpose. That surely we cannot distract with the other techniques or technologies from others.
Thank you, sir. I would like to ask here, regarding this internet fasting, we have launched the cyber fasting on the
Okay.
2nd October Gandhi Jayanti. The Unnat Bharat Abhiyan few years back, we have circulated among our students. We must interact with the people. We must stay away from phone and internet. Normal fasting, sir. How we have to keep ourselves from all the electronic gadgets. Go to the village, talk to them without any phone, without any sophisticated technologies. So this is what we introduced a few years back. Thank you, sir. I think Japan also doing. And
Thank you for your all initiatives, sir. Really, you are a wonderful person, and you have actually initiating so many things for your students. Students also enjoying to have the kind of advantages being you as a faculty. And really thank for your welcoming address, and also thank all the faculties and students connected with here. And really great having a pleasure in front of us. Thank you, sir.
thank you very much, sir. Pune ma'am. No, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable advice. As Corona, most of the students and maybe all of us, even the adults, are depending so much. It's a part and parcel of our life, but your advice and your do's and don'ts for it.
And I would like to thank you once again for this wonderful workshop and this lecture session. And now I would like to thank another speaker, ma'am, Shri Chandana, ma'am, for her advice also. I would like to thank our principal, sir, Dr. H.K. Sharma, for his cooperation and always encouraging us so that we can take our students to a better pathway of life, to lead a better life.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. And one more thing I just want to convey.
Sir, thank you for accepting your information to us. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you said that there is a very limited possibility of the internet in your area. So that itself a very good way we can connect without any problems. So you are lucky compared to other part of the India. So for the cyber threatening, and also it will be very less to you according to the internet connectivity. So that I just want to conclude it on your positive side. So enjoy
Thank you,
the
sir.
offline mode. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir.
Sir, shall we close or?
So for me, done, sir. We can close.
My
All the students, it's a small announcement. Kindly fill the feedback form which has been given to you, and for the further summary of the workshop. So it's a request that all of you positively fill the feedback form. Thank you.